they'll be missing out the things.
So recording has been done. So they will be following recordings.
Okay, madam. Thank you. We'll start with the session.
Okay, sir.
I'll share my presentation. So good morning, all. I am Dr. Basaraj Patil. I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Business System in Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, Bangalore. So, thank you for a nice introduction about me, ma'am. I thank the organization BR Institute of Technology and Management Science as well as the Pencil Bits for hosting an event. The major objectives of the today's workshop is understanding AI implementation. As it is just a 2-day session, we will restrict with the limitations with the introduction part. First, how to integrate the AI with the existing business processes. What are the tools we have? What are the technologies we have? How can we create a roadmap for the implementation in various domains of the business? And later we'll be going through some of the overview of the case studies, how we can analyze the implementation of the or adoption of AI successfully, and what are the statistics. I have a lot many statistics and the data which are concluding to say that AI is booming, AI is trending, AI is needed for the development. And later, what are the best ways we can utilize with the policies? Because every new technology, everything has a born and the issues. The lot many constraints will be there as a equal way of pros. We'll be having a cons, but we have to convert or make it beneficial for the community, the society, so that it will help for the advancements and the technology development. Moving on to the contents of the today's session, overview of AI in business systems and what are the key components required in business. Analyzing some case studies, especially in retail and healthcare, basically, which is most important for the development in the business, and the best practices while implementing for business with the challenges what we are facing and what we can enhance and how best we can implement and utilize these things for the applications. Firstly, the overview of the history of AI. So as everyone is getting with the name of AI-based technology, AI-based tools, AI-based applications, AI is not the new one. AI is found long back. It has a long history, but it has come into the market with the realization of need of the application recently in few years back, where it is making the users to get addicted and improvise their skills, abilities with the AI, as well as to improve their business strategies in education sector, in healthcare, and in every sector. If we name any sector, we can say that AI is applicable to this particular domain. That is how the AI has been evolved and developed to the larger extent. Like without AI, we cannot compete with the present world. That is what the extension which is happening and which is getting into the real world. The technologies like machine learning, which are getting a very boosting up the AI-based technologies, so that every application built like a mobile, so built like a robots, where it can itself adopt and make sure that it will be acting as an application for every instance, every application. So this is how the AI-based evolution took into the picture, getting into the milestone of a business. Coming to the prominent players like IBM, Microsoft, Salesforce, and even the Tesla, wherever we consider in every sector, every domain, we are getting into the larger extent of the application. Here, one of the example, if you consider with the IBM, the Watson is an application where they introduced lot many AI-based applications into the business. It is beneficial, it is required, and it is the most trending and needed application as per the statistics and as per the reads. The only difference, like IBM Watson is not fully 100% free for accessing the application. as we say, business is a very important aspect to generate a revenue. Most of the applications are revenue based, where the customers are provided with the service, customers are provided with the automated messages. In most of the industries, even nowadays in mechanical based industries, lot many applications are getting converted into AI driven, where the machines operate themselves, as well as the machines are tracked for the processing, the machines are tracked for the errors. For example, if the machine, like even assume that lathe machine has been running hours together, if any fault occurrence in between, it was a difficulty for making the marketing, the manufacturing process to stop in the mechanical industries. So before getting the errors, the AI is finding out where the loophole or where the error is getting occurred. Based on that, it is getting better, so that they can identify the cases of the errors or the issues in advance, so that that error cannot be hampering the manufacturing process or the product development. And even the Walmart has used a lot many inventory management technologies. Google is using AI based technology. Amazon is making use of the recommendations with the based on machine learning. Lot many the big players in the market, they are getting adapted and addicted to the AI based technology. This is how way the enhancement of the efficiency, the evolution, the faster performance, getting the requirements with the customer, satisfying the needs of the customer, and driving to the development of those cases. Everywhere AI is getting more and more important in getting to the statistics or getting to the landmark. So, in general, before getting into the rest of the contents, what are the top statistics contents which are the highlighting figures which are considerable in 2024 based on the 2023 study? The global AI market is estimated to $459.12 billion by this year. So this is how the market is getting raised. Every frequent, every country, for example, if you consider a North America AI market, it is largest in the world. Compared to all other countries, North America is getting more involved. Their 36% of the total share is from North America. And every year, 19% per year growth is getting, so that by 2032, 2,500 billion will be the AI market value. And this is how the development, customer satisfaction, the needs of the applications, the GDP development of a country, AI predictions in the contributions, and everywhere, every profile is integrated with the AI based applications, so that it is becoming as a mandate application, mandate thing in consideration. When we consider the applications with the traditional way, we can say in terms of the operations matrices, like in terms of efficiency, the traditional processes were 60% efficient, whereas the AI driven applications are 90%. In cost saving, 50% of the cost were been inculcated for driving with the applications, whereas in terms of using with the AI driven, it is reaching with the 85% of saving. So only hardly 15% of the data is getting saved. Means the cost is being saved with respect to the applications. And the productivity application, it is 65% with respect to traditional, which has improved to 95%. Similarly, the accuracy, almost 95% of the data is accurate. The results are not need to be cross-checked, verified. Every bit of the data is getting more and more accurate. That is how the advantages of getting adapted to the AI technology, where every operations are trained or driven with the AI based. With the consideration of these statistics, the AI is estimated to have around 336.6 global CAGR, the global market in the by 2030. So these are the different services, service, softwares, and hardware everywhere. And every, even the manufacturing chip is getting with the AI technology to identify the minute mistakes and the development, the faster production. Every frequent we are getting adopted. I'm saying that thing again and again. Adopted means we are getting used to. because it is improving the productivity, which can atomize the tasks regularly, like every data entry, the processing of the invoices, financial reporting, getting the task reduction in the employee. Even the burden of the employees can be reduced with the AI based technology by building stronger application, so that the productivity increases, it get relaxed, and it will be easy for the users to get convinced and adjust with the applications, so that the productivity will be more in compared to the other applications or other traditional way. And the second parameter which is very important is the customer experience. Whenever we say customer, he is the god for the business analyst. Whatever the customer says, we have to satisfy the needs, otherwise the products will not be into the market. So nowadays, to enhance the customer service, AI based chatbots are designed, virtual assistants are there. In your mobiles you have a Google Assistant, Siri, and many more AI driven, Amazon's Alexa. They are getting the understanding of the user or the human being, so that how can it be better for the particular customer. Earlier, the applications or the productions or the needs of the customers are satisfied over the majority of the things. Like most of the people use mobile, so mobiles have been generated, manufactured, and that has to be in a cost effective or application in a better efficient way. So these are the different criteria where the customer needs were satisfied in the earlier days. It was like a group of people getting a common features, whether they need or they not, they have to use the same, they have to adapt with those things. But AI has make the a game changer in adapting and making the enhancement in the customer satisfaction, where every individual user's needs are considered, and the applications are built in such a way that based on their user needs. For example, I am a teacher, I need some educational related tools. So for me, whatever I need, I will be getting those kind of the satisfaction application features, where the student on the other end, they need the applications which are easier, like Chat GPT, Gemini, or whatever the Chat GPT 4. These all are the needs, satisfying the needs for the student in their perspective. Nowadays, we as teachers, we know most of them, while evaluating your assignments, answers, we can find that every student answers are like a Chat GPT copy paste. Still, the lot many improvements, enhancements are getting into the market, but they should not hamper the curriculum or the skill sets of the student. And the third parameter to consider is the security. So when we say the security in the present technological era, if security is a very like a hotspot which is given as a highest priority, more than all, the data is to be secured, as lot many cyber attacks, threats, hijacking, viruses have been introduced in one or the other way. Even nowadays, these the loopholes or the mistakes or the small minor negligence of the developers are leading to the loss of the revenue of the industry in terms of crores. That is why the more highly reputed industries, they call for the hackers all over the world as an open competition, like, so that they can find the bugs in their own application, so that they can rectify further, not to lose their data in the, or the loss of any kind of attacks can be breached on their applications. So they have been rewarded in terms of huge amount, so that the hackers come voluntarily, so that find out the bugs in that particular applications. Even AI is improving in decision making, finding out the best talent, improvising. And nowadays, if you come across with the Infosys Springboard, just an example, to conduct and to attend the exam, your proctor based or proctor analyze your camera are tracking you, so that even if you move a bit from 1 centimeter from your normal location, it will alert you 2 3 times and they'll disconnect the exam directly. So that is how the evolution, the processes of exams are getting evolved, and many of the matrices are getting into the things. And the last but not the important parameter is the financial management. So we cannot barely believe the computers, but They are making atomized so that the data is analyzed, the financial issues are evaluated based on the statistics and the requirements. So, with consideration of these fundamentals and the importance understanding of the AI in business, what are the key components for the AI? Why they are required, and how can we utilize them for the evolution? In this particular AI based technology, we say many industries, this company has adopted AI technology, this company has adopted AI technology. What they are totally meant for, what they are including, what they are considering, what kind of technology they are including, what they are considering for the development. The first and foremost is the machine learning based applications or the algorithms where they need to train the system and evaluate and expect the results in the similar manner. There are different kinds of the machine learning techniques: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised. So I'm not going in detail with these things because this is a different aspect to get into. Machine learning is a very vast learning area where we can explore lot many courses are available free of cost, so we can guide our students to undergo the courses. In the first year itself, we can make them to learn the fundamentals with one or two programming languages like Python or Java, and try to implement these simple basic ideas from as a mini projects or the case studies. That is how we can evolve the development of learning skills, research based learning to the students. Natural language processing is another very big and important aspect where we can scrutinize, we can analyze the data, we can make the have auto responses like chatbots, virtual assistants, translating the content into any language, designing the mobile app so that if you go around any of place in the country or any of place in the world, the Google has already have some similar kind of translation, and many other companies also have the translations, so that it will recognize, it will translate and give you back as an output in your own language, which will help you to identify or understand the scenario, recognize the speech, synthesizing. And the third most area which is important is the process automation, which call it as a robotic process. Automatic vehicles like Tesla, Google cars, even most of the companies nowadays, they are getting into the EV based automatic cars, self driving cars. So in these domains, while manufacturing, the machines are trained such that this is how the road look like, these are the signals. Before 100 meter, before 200 meters, we can make the machine to learn. The cameras are there to learn, as the eyes of the human being will recognize, and it will send the data to process. All these data has to be processed within a fraction of seconds. So every technology, and nowadays it is also one more security aspect we need to consider. Like whenever we say that the data atomized car or a self-driven car, there the hackers are getting introduced into the system as most of the full system is atomized. They're trying to control over your cars, your vehicles, so that they want to process, and they will drive the car on their own in somewhere sitting on some other way place in the world. And these are the basic technologies which are required to enhance the AI based applications in the current scenario. For that, we need the data, we need to evaluate, we need to find out, we have to conduct lot many surveys, lot many reviews, interaction with the industries, lot of interaction with the customers. So as we are dealing mostly with the business, the customers have different opinions. Every different person, every hardly we can say 2% in people may have a common statistics or common views of the particular application. So you need to imagine that how big the variety of data that we have come across with the big data analysis. So huge data is generated every fraction of second. Lakhs together of data is getting integrated, uploaded to the internet. We have to analyze what are the different kinds of the data. The customer reviews have been taken, customer opinions are considered while designing the next AI based applications, so that we can utilize those data. The sensors data are taken track. For example, if you consider any other constraints, or you place the sensors in some other location, so most probably when you enter into the malls, shopping malls, everywhere they'll keep a sensors to open the door. So how frequent the door is opened? how frequent the number of people are entering into the shopping mall, what is the age group of people they are entering. So using the sensors, we can track all these data, so that we need to collect huge data, then only our AI based model will be bit better compared to the traditional models. If you have missed one of the parameter, it is very difficult for us to get the analysis with 100% accuracy. Once the data is collected, we have to clean it, we have to pre-process using the normalization techniques or training techniques, encoding, decoding, whatever the processes required based on the application. Again, when I say whatever the data I need, for example, if I'm building the application like WhatsApp, I need the data in the only required with that. The other parameters I'll ignore. I don't bother of the other data which is not relevant to design in my application. Once I build the pro data, that has to be integrated with the existing systems. Accessing anywhere which needs a cloud. Cloud is again, the data is stored somewhere else in the world, somewhere in the data servers, that has to be seamlessly accessible. For that, we should have a good connectivity of the internet. Then the authentication process of the users are most required. Nowadays, AI is getting into all these domains so that they verify the customers, whether you are the new customer, whether you are a old customer, or you are a regular customer, or frequently using customer. Based on the kind of the customer, the responses are provided. The most best simple example we can say, like AI based applications like Flipkart, Amazon, your Chroma are the basic fundamental cases where every applications are getting tracked, every applications are getting used. They are providing the user interface, they are providing you the data based on your frequent searches, your interest and your choice. They are not saying that I have only this kind of materials, whether you wish to take or not. No, AI is very smart and getting into all these analysis and all these the things which are required. And consideration with the security, as I already said, the data considerations are required. We need a good regulations which are compiling. Government has to take a responsibility. The agencies, the government agencies has to evolve. So make sure that the data should not be breached, the privacy of the data to be maintained, the security of the data to be maintained.
ఏ
Each and
అది
every,
కట్ చేపించిన సార్ రౌండ్ గా అదే మనం రోల్ చేయడానికి
excuse me, can anyone unmute the person?
గంత
Deepthi
రౌండ్
madam,
దాంతో ఆర్డర్ అవి నాలుగే ఉన్నాయి అవి
ఇంకోటి ఏదో
anyone from the organizing team?
సేపు
ఇంకో బయట
అవి రౌండ్ ఉంటాయి సార్, అవి కూడా చేసేయమంటే కూడా చేసేస్తాడు.
Deepthi madam,
కాదు సార్, నేను మనం రోల్ చేయడానికి ఉంటారు కదా, అది నేను రౌండ్ కట్
sir madam, please
చేపించుకున్నా
remove the
కింది
user, it's
సపోర్టింగ్
getting
కి
annoying.
అవి పెట్టడానికి.
Yeah, thank you. So in the governance and ethical consideration, we have to have a proper regulatory bodies so that monitor and audit the policies every frequent, because we cannot utilize the regulations which are built 10 years ago as every frequent every day. As you are more aware, like Google is building an application algorithms and they are frequently changed every day. You may be aware of these things, like every frequent the data regulations has to be come across, the policies has to be reviewed, a strong policy framing organizations are required so that they stick on to it. Then only we can have effective utilizations of the AI in the business. So coming across with some of the case studies with some statistics, some data, there are a lot many industries like food technology, logistics, healthcare, manufacturing, business, travel, or fashion. In every different AI based industries, they are integrating with the applications for automation, for analysis, predictions, analyzing, processing, decision making, processing, research management, quality control and marketing. For many of the these industrial applications, these industries are getting into the market, getting into the AI driven applications so that their products are getting better. more number of customers, more number of users are coming across to get their purchase their products, then only we can integrate. With the skill consideration, the top percentage of the respondent taken with the some of the top CEOs, where the survey has been done by Accenture for the frontline, middle line, and executive level manager from 14 different countries. Most of these they are considered with the networking, collaboration, development, along with the technologies. So these are the crucial skills expected from the users, so that help the development. So I'm not only speaking about the end user, even from the developer side perspectives, the business perspective, we need to have enhance the skills. And these are the statistics that show that which are the sectors of the business, like customer needs, fraud and management, digital assistance, relationship management, inventory, accounting, supply chain, recruitment, how AI is evolved, how AI is getting into. These are the some statistics provided by the Forbes, where we can analyze, we can get into it, so that we can understand the percentage of the AI based involvement into the different sectors in the business. Then there's similar kind how the business owners think of is in the different way. The percentage of the owners, what is the expectation as a developer, as the owner of the company, for what purpose I'll be using AI. The lesser percentage is building the web-based application. The higher percentage of the usage is for improving the production process. So everyone knows if the production is high, then they can sustain higher better in the market. And considering with the statistics of hiring process, based on the statistics in few countries, with the statistics given by the Forbes and AI or PRPM, so here we can analyze the constraints and the consideration of the percentage of the data which is integrated with the AI-based hiring technologies from different countries. It may be a Brazil, Canada, Britain, India, US. The statistics where by next few years it is getting with a higher rate, so that it is evolving to the higher extent. All the interview processes are getting through the AI based technologies. Then everyone have a perspective like uh, as AI introduces, AI comes into the market, we have a scarcity of the jobs, scarcity of the loss of the jobs. No, it is not 100% guaranteed like if AI is introduced, you will lose the job. No, uh, everyone, it is a misconception, it's a wrong myth which has been spread over the market. But how AI is getting into it, it is being done by the developers. So as a statistics, as a job perspective, in different automation processes which are like highly automotive, in that cases they are integrating with the technology AI based, but not 100% in none of the sectors they are replacing the jobs. Maybe it come across 20-30% to not to lose a job, but in order to improvise the job, the AI is required. And the global forecast of the data from next 2028, the data is growing 22.8% during this particular year. Considering the statistics in different regions, or that the localities, North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. So every structure, every country is getting with the evolution. The global data is getting with the AI-based management. So this is how 22.8% of hike will be there. Means the changes of the data organized by the AI, monitored by the AI-based data. And similarly, the owner's perspective of getting concerned in which area they want to integrate more. It's a technology dependency. Then everyone knows like Chat GPT. So all of us and every students, every person has aware of, who are aware of the Chat GPT, they depend on the data for content preparation, decision making, analyzing, scrutinizing, summarizing. So these are the some statistics of the data where most of the people use their chat GPT like LLM models to evolve in the better analysis of the data. And the difference in usage of the personal use and the workplace, we can observe that chatbots, LLM models are specifically used only in the business models of the workplace. Global AI market in different regions. So North America is leading again 36.84%, where most of the they are already evolved, they are already implemented AI-based tools, AI-based evolution, AI-based models in most of the things. And the market breakdown from 2020 to 2032, this is how the evolution they are getting increased in the growth of the AI-based statistics with the market in terms of the $1 billion. And considering with most of these consideration case studies, every impact, every domain which we label, it may be education, it may be industry, it may be business, it may be any sector, we consider the data is getting into the evolution with the AI based. It will improve our industry relevance where AI based application are driven so that the specific benefits are provided for the betterment, better advantages over the application. The innovative ideas are getting into it. They are scalable, sustainable. Some of the sample case studies which we come across, AI driven retail industry. So nowadays it is a big booming area where retail means it covers all kind of business e-commerces where every industry is getting evolved, getting into AI based. Even if you want to purchase a product, for example, if you want to buy a water bottle, which will be which color, what is the size, what is the option, you can choose based on your needs, based on your choice. If the color is not available, some of the web applications or the e-commerces, they provide you the colors based on your interest, based on your regular intervention with the application. They will give you the choice. This product is best suitable for you. This is the product which you may like more. So based on these analysis, the customer analysis, customer satisfaction are driving the AI industries in the overall sectors. The second major area which we are considering is the health sector, where your data, even nowadays AI based operations are getting performed as a samples where they are getting and making the doctor jobs easier. So this is one more area where the AI based applications are getting. And recently we have come across one of the article like they are getting to build the identify AI based application to identify your death date. So looks shocking, but the researchers are working, the doctors are working on learning AI based, engineers are working, architects are working, each and every person are learning about building their own AI based applications, which will include with the AR based technology, augmented reality, virtual reality, where we can analyze, we can make the projection of the virtual world, customer satisfaction, supply chain, evaluating that, the personalization of the inventories like customer satisfaction, product recommendations, analysis of the sales, the forecasting of the sales. If in one particular domain the number of sales are reduced in particular area, they will analyze. AI based analysis is available so that what will be your future, whether I'm going to sustain my market in the future, or I need to make the changes for my application which is already existing. So all these different varieties of personalizations are considered in the retail sector. Similarly, as we mentioned, the diagnosis, treatment, managing of the data, and the efficiency of the operations, data monitoring, optimization, even the scheduling of the doctor's appointment in the health sector, allocating of the resources. So earlier we used to go to doctors and they had to wait for hours together. Nowadays, based on your registration, the data is getting, based on your previous data, you've been given with some samples, some the preliminary medicines also from the AI base. So even that is getting evolved. The people are, the health sector industry, they are making money over that. They are trying to reduce the burden on the doctors so that the commonly given prescriptions are provided by the AI. Then the best practices for implementing AI in business. So I hope you people are following this, and assuming that if you have, you can give a thumbs up symbol in the. For making with the best practices, we should have a clear vision, that we say the clear, smart objectives, which will help us to build our models, applications, AI driven with good strategies. And even nowadays, your share market are analyzed with the AI based. What will be the future of each market shares of the every industry? You can see the blockchain technology integrated in the AI Bitcoins, Ethereum. So we need to have a proper, efficient methodologies to implement. So I'm not talking only about the statistics. We have these different phases of building the applications, which should be easily applicable, adaptable for the changes. Whenever we build an application which is AI based, it cannot be said like, I will build application, I don't bother whether the people use it or not. We cannot say that. We need to build an application which is adapting to the changes. If you see an example of the some animals are good suited only for different locality based on the environment. Some are only sustainable in cloud, cold climate. Some are only in hot climate. But few of them, only rare animals which can be sustainable in cold as well as hot climates. So that is how the adaptability feature of those particular animals are getting adapted. So we need to have a frequent feedback from different levels, from the customers, middle level developers, sales executives, from each and every person collaborating into the phase of the transition. We need to get the data from each of them, frequently feedback from them, so that we can deliver the implementations or incrementable values into the particular application. Then we can have a building cross-functional applications, like integrating AI with civil engineering, AI with mechanical engineering, AI with the medical, AI with the dental, AI with the different sectors. So the cross applications professionals are getting involved. They are working on the applications. Recently, a few of the technologies have developed so that assist the doctors, AI based technologies. Then once the applications are built, we have to rigorously test, not on the real time. We should be tested with the real tested data. Directly we cannot come into the real time exams, so because it is hampering the society, the community, or the people, or the person whom you are applying. So in every sector we have to train the models with the trial and error methods. So earlier also the same process used to happen, but it is getting improvised in efficiency, built as robust, scalable, reliable, using these AI based concepts. Then the monitoring and evaluation to be must. So the only case AI fails if these three things are not done in a proper, timely manner. The performance indicators are to be monitored regularly. Every frequent, you have to access, you have to evaluate, and then optimize for getting with the better outcomes. Continuous feedback loops are to be taken. That is why every frequent we get a calls from the telecom industries or the organizations, even like the service providers like Airtel, Jio, or Vodafone. Everyone they will call. They every call they once you deduct, they once you cut the call, they will ask, give us the feedback. Why feedback is taken? Because to improvise. So most of us we don't concentrate on providing the feedback, but as a uh, valuable person, customer, experienced customer, it is required to provide the feedback for every thing which is, if it is bad, give them a feedback, so that it is one of the major criteria where the industry is getting lost, where most of them will not provide the proper feedback. Just for the namesake, they'll give the ratings 1 2. That is not the a proper way of evaluation process. We need to give the feedback in a proper manner, so that the company or the organizations are taking into consideration. They will work on those issues and try to build a rectification. Recently, we have seen the AI-based spam identification in Airtel network. So that is one of the trending and most required application, because most of the cyber crimes are coming for the with the call from bank, call from somewhere else, you give your OTP. So all these are getting tracked, monitored based on the things, so that the network providers may not have the privilege to stop the calls, but they will identify what kind of call it is being. So that is the huge range of evolution in the market, where they are getting adopted with the AI-based technology to identify the spam callers or the wrong hackers, ethical hackers, or whatever the kind of hackers we are considering. They are identifying, so that the customers are not failing to losing the money, losing the data, because money is not only the parameter, the data is also most important. And every iterations are must and required for the evaluation. If you consider with an example, Leave Hertz, Levi Hertz is one of the organization that have developed one of the architecture which will give you a sample overview of building an application. We have a different data sources which are considered from the operational data, customer data, market data, and the employee data. Using these sources, they are provided as the input for your AI model, which are embedded with open AI based technology, other technologies, and various databases. And they have been processed, they are integrated, they are evaluated with the LLM models, APIs, DevOps, LLM Ops, and they are validated with the different technologies which are required. And based on the evolution of the LLMs, large language models, the queries are answered for the users. So every frequent we have the feedback which is data driven. That is why we say without providing your data, we cannot get you expected data or the outcome. Every frequent, every set of the information you provide the genuine data, 100% that you'll be able to get the 100% results in most of the cases to understand proper strategies which are smart, which are specific, measurable, achievable, time bounded. And these kind of the goals are to be set, and perform the operations to develop, adapt to the changes which are required, and then regular improvements, the continuous improvement. So as we all are the teachers, we know that what is the burden on us. Every day, every year, we are getting adopted with the new technologies introduced as a part of curriculum. We have to learn that, then make the students to understand, because it's a continuous process. Even it is applicable for our sector, education sector, how best we can teach. We have a AR based, VR based technologies where we can build the models like chemical experiments, biological operations, or technology based, mechanical based, building civil applications. We can make it to exaggerate on the board. We can make zoom in even in the medical sector, like improvising the revenue of the hospital. The students of medical are being trained with the AI based technologies, so that what would be the expected data outcome. And overall consideration with all this, we know where the technology is being evolved, what are the things we have been getting done, how we are making the things to implement, and what are the challenges, and how can we provide the better and efficient solutions. The major technological challenges are integrating, adopting into the existing applications, softwares, or the people who are at the lower level, like who are illiterates, making them to analyze, understand the technology, making with the the proper communication to the people or the end customers is the most important and challenging task, because most of the things are not directly convertible to the softwares. For example, language translation. The people, the rural people, they are not literates, few of them. So for them, or old age people, they cannot understand the technology, how to operate the mobiles. For them, voice-based technologies has to be evolved. You have to consider the voice while recognizing the voice of the product, the end customers or the old age people. It is not easy task to analyze by the computer how best it can recognize. Quality of to be maintained, the performance is to be evaluated, the scalable data has to be built based on the huge set of the data that are considered. And coming to the organizational challenges, the first and foremost challenge is the adapting to the change, changing accordingly with the changes. So it looks very crucial, tricky, like change as per the changes. So every day, every hour, we have a different trending technologies, every different methodologies, every different strategies that are filling into the market to be satisfied by the customers. Aligning with the culture of the technologies, getting into the evolutions with the based on these are the organizational challenges where we need to adopt or understand. And more than all, the financial aspects are the most difficult task. So that is how AI-based analysis are introduced. It will make you better to save the money, cost benefits, directly or indirectly. They'll predict you what will be the best in investment, funding agencies, and identifying the reason of interest where you can perform, you can better have the products. So these are the basic challenges, constraints which are required. And getting with the benefits where we can apply the technologies of AI in business, strategic planning, operational efficiency, cost reduction, quality control, risk management, innovation, time saving, and competitive advantage. So all these are the major areas in the business where we can improvise the planning, we can have a proper time saving, the apply a new innovations. Based on these, we can apply for the patent so that the product cannot be used by others. But it is very difficult for AI to recognize. So we have to build more and stable applications which will reduce our risks, which will have a good quality, monitoring of the quality of the products, and the costs to be reduced. And these are the major areas as a business. So when we come across with the title of our topic or the workshop, these are the 5 major sectors in respective of any domain, any organization, any industry. If you want to build a stable business, if you want to have a proper business ideas, then you have to have the effective planning, proper organization, utilization of the staffs very proper in a prominent way, and making with the leaders to build so that it can be led by the efficient person, and a proper monitoring team required for building and making the product in the effective way. So these are the different 5 sectors or the principles we can say that can be adopted in any kind of the business, so that will help us to build and make the stable business into the industry or into the market. And considering to the some of the examples, like what is happening in the present era or the industry, these are the 5 top statistics management tools that are helping the customers as well as the industries or the small scale, basically with the consideration of small scale industries like monkey learn, like startups. They can utilize the data from a monkey learn, which will evaluate your data, automate the task, synthesis that will benefit for you for analyzing the videos, AI generated videos, voice source. For example, if you want to design a advertisement for your product, you have to invest, you have to go to the advertising agency, you have to give the script, the directors have to prepare the scripting language, then that has to be made with the iterations of the shooting, then you are coming with some fine-tuned advertised So it will be very difficult in the earlier days to find the number of iterations were more. So these kind of the tool synthesizers .ai, they are helping you to generate AI based videos that will help you over to design your own advertisement for the tech applications. IBM Watson, as I said, it is most prominent in building a AI based tools. DeepGram is another which will convert your speeches to the text so that it will be translating or utilizing your data in an effective way. Clara is the another one which will help you on virtual assistants. For example, if you are a doctor, if you are some appointments like applications, you can use these kind of the tools that are making your work in automated way, in a better way. I'm moving on to the last part of my session today. What are the trends, innovations in AI? The emerging AI-based technologies are integrating in the quantum computing, cryptography, and getting with the AI-based, IoT-based applications. Edge AI is the newly getting with the things, and autonomous systems. As I said about a self-driving car, self-driven robots in the manufacturing, self-driven customer service, AI-based services. So these are the trending technologies which are to be evolved in the present current era. And in the market, to have a potential growth, to deploy the uh, case studies AI based in agriculture. So in African countries, they are already integrated with the AI driven applications or the initiatives for improvising their agriculture. Even in India is a agricultural backbone supported country. We can have a lot many applications which can be driven by AI based applications to the betterment of the agriculture in health sector and building the smart cities that will be atomizing. We have metropolitan cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai. So most of the things are getting already smart. Some of the tools, some of the applications, even in a common small bus stop, they have a analysis of the time of the arrival of the bus, how many minutes it takes to arrive. In metro cities, the metros are evaluated, the times are scheduled. If it is getting delay based on analysis, it will say you that trains or the metros are getting delayed by few minutes. So all these cases are evolving, getting into the market, and which will building our society to adopt, to overcome the challenges by the adoptions. So in general, when we say where we can apply AI, so everywhere we can apply. These are the examples, familiar, commonly used sectors and the industries where we can utilize, where we can benefit with the AI, and we can have the integration of AI in every domain, every industry that will benefit with the improvising the revenue, improvising the process, improvising the customer satisfaction. Each and every aspects of the parameters are considered. As we already said about the regulatory bodies, these are most to build with a better AI based concepts. Then the key areas, the key role players, we can say like the marketing industries where they are integrated. These are the few to name where they are highly integrated and they are already integrated with the AI based technologies like Google, we can say IBM, Intel, LifeGraph, Microsoft. So these are the few to name where they are already integrated and they are working and they are the leaders in the AI technology, AI market in the business. And for the general scenario, which are the tools required? So ChatGPT, Wilsa, Tommy, Colsin, Cascade, User, Juicebox. Based on these different sectors like foundational, marketing, sales, customer service, product, HR based, these are the applications, these are the real-time cases. Few of them are paid, few of them with the trial version, some of them with the highly paid. So that these are the top 10 tools which are helping for the development of the business. Not only these, some are required for every business like OpenAI, Adobe, Grammarly in data analysis, synthesis. So these are the few of the tools that are helping to build your business needs, satisfy the needs of the business every day. And based on the categories I listed, just to understand, for AI chatbots, for video creation, for images. So most of our students are already using almost all the tools, but they are not aware of how they are benefited, how they are required these to utilize them for building the models, building their own products, getting to the entrepreneurs. And finally, the key takeaways from this session is most of the users, like business owners, we can say, they are worried of, they are uh, threatened by the cyber attacks that has to be monitored with the proper regulatory bodies, building with the stronger applications, analyzing the traffic of based on analysis, the data services can be taken, and 90%, 97% of the users believe that ChatGPT will help, but it is not 100%. While only few percentage of the data or the applications are used with the ChatGPT, and more of the users, 40% of their concerned about the dependency of the data, because AI is using the technology. If you say connect with your network, if your laptop is connected to the internet, we don't know what kind of data it is getting extracted from the other end. So we should be very secure, we should be very precautious in terms of the data, and we have to take care of at most every fraction bit of the data. They have to be considered to improve their customer satisfaction, to improve the relationship between the customer, understand the needs, improvise the process, reiterate it regularly, so that it will be helping us, making you to get into the evolution. And it is one of the tremendous technology which I need to utilize for the betterment of the society. And these are the few references which you have referred for the statistics and all other data. And the last one, the powerful AI is one of the most important technology or the tools. We can note down this tool. There are a lot many tools which are listed in one place. You can utilize it, and this can be used for your service. These are my details. To conclude, if you have any queries, I'm open to the questions.
Sir, Roslyn here. Am I audible?
Yes, madam, I am audible.
Sir, I was waiting for you to give us about the AI applications in HR.
HR. Yeah,
Yeah,
madam.
basically you have covered everything in a generalized format, but
Mm.
specifically I was looking for something to do in HR.
So, madam, what happens in HR role? There are different phases in recruiting the process, recruitment processes. Yeah, for generally what happens when we consider to recruit, for example, you want a engineer to develop an application. So to test the skills, we'll give some small snippet of the programming or some programming languages based or AI based fundamentals, or any other programming or whatever the technology we are using or the company is building or the organization is looking for. Based on that, they'll give small test or the online proctor test, so that they will follow either with the AI based or generalized with or their skills. They will clear it, but they will fail in evolving with applications. So in case of the HR, there are a lot many talent acquisition organizations which they are building the or analyzing the performance of the person who are as an employee. They are finding out how best they can suit with the industries, and most of the industries are getting like what they are finding is they are taking the requirement from the customers, like the organization, and they are building the application with the customer needs as well, and trying to find out who is the best suited. For example, when you go with LinkedIn, one of the example, based on your likes, based on your activity on the LinkedIn, your LinkedIn is showing you this is a kind of the job offer you may get. So what does it mean? The technology is already integrated with the LinkedIn, so that the kind of the application, the kind of the technologies, or the expectation, what are the skills? For example, they need AI based, and even the efficiency is evaluated based on uh, the person's skill sets. It's not like today I am saying that I am good 100% in AI. I have completed 10 courses. So my AI performance is good. No, it will tag for some of the days, some of the activities based on your skill sets, and based on that, it will be prompting the users to provide that you are eligible. You are eligible initially. Then the talent acquisition team will make another set of the scrutiny. So that is reducing the lesser the burden on the charge, so that they can get the best out of the available suitable experienced employees. So this is how there are a lot excuse me, there are a lot many organizations where they are building their own models, HR models. If you
Yeah,
need, I'll go through the things and I'll get you know the additional
sure.
organizations.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I have one more, not a query actually,
Yeah, madam.
a concern I can say. This is for the organizers.
Yes,
Is
madam.
any of the organizer present here? Any of the organizer from Pencil Blitz present here? Okay, so it was a request every time they organize this FDP. I usually ask them to share the PPT so that we can go back and refer, but they give us some YouTube links or something like that. Now, again,
Okay.
I'm placing my request to you, sir.
Madam,
Kindly
what
share
happens?
the.
What happens is, as academicians, we share all materials, but some of the industries cannot have the privilege to share the data with the public.
No, sir, we are not asking for the data.
No, madam.
Actually, we are
PPT is
just
also
asking for the
even.
slides.
No, that only, madam. That is what the industry requirement is. They are not supposed to share their materials. Even I have been with many of the organizations, many of the industrialists like TCS, Microsoft, IBM. What happens? They have restrictions over themselves. Those cases they may not share. If the people have shared, even in the previous cases, whatever I already shared with the things, and it depends on the resource person again, not only concern with the organizers. It is
I'm
again a major
sorry to
issue.
interrupt you, sir.
Yes, madam.
Before the registration process itself, in the brochure, it was
Okay.
given takeaway number one, e-certificates, number
Yes, madam.
two, PPTs. It was mentioned. That's the reason I'm asking.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah, madam.
uh,
Fine, fine. No issues. No, I will take it. Will inform to the organizers to make sure that it will reach to the end user.
thank you, sir. Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much.
Yes, ma'am. Or else you can contact to the numbers or the email. We can share you directly if who are interested, and we can make better utilization of this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Organizers from Pencil Bits, any queries from any participants? Thank you all participants. Maybe the network issue, they may have need disconnected. So it's all about the today's session. The further things will be taken care by the organizers. So that thank you for your patient listening. It was a quick rush because only 1 hour of time is not enough go in detail with the each and every domain. If we said it is a big domain where we can deep dive into it individually, so that it will be helping us to get more and more. You can follow me on LinkedIn. My name is already available, so you can follow it and you can get the more updates of from my end for your betterments. Thank you all. Thank you all, sir and madam. We can leave the session as maybe organizers are not responding. Yeah, okay, madam. Thank you. They will share the feedback. I'll just call them and I'll inform over the people they are.
So thank you, sir, for getting all
Madam,
this
it is already
information.
shared the feedback for day two in the group in the chat menu. You can just have a look over. I'll be resharing it.
Yes.
It is already there in the chat box. I request the organizers to conclude if anybody there. Thank you. You can leave the session. If you have given you the feedback, you can leave.
మీకున్న డ్యూటీ ఉన్న రోజు క్లాస్ ఉంటే కనుక అవన్నీ అంతే ఇక చెప్పకుండా కానీ ఇక ఏదో కట్టసి. ఓకే ఓకే. E3 సెమినార్ 2 ఉన్నాయా? ఓకే. ఓకే. మీకు ఎక్కడ క్లాస్ ఉంది? ఇక్కడ 11:20 E2 E3 12:10 E3 ఉంది. Becomes here. Becomes here. Wednesday. Second or 11:20. Seminar. Second day will be E3 ఉన్నది. E3 ఉంది. ఇక్కడ విషయం వల్ల క్లాస్ ఎంబీఏ థర్డ్ సెమ్లో E3 సెమినార్ ఇక్కడ ఎకనామిక్స్ పెట్టమంటారా? మీరు క్లాస్ వెళ్తారా? క్లాస్ ఉందా ఈరోజు?
ఇంకెవరి నోటికి వెళ్ళాలి? లాస్ట్ వెళ్తారు. ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? సైన్స్ అందరూ రేపు ఉంటుంది. రేపు కాకపోతే మళ్ళీ పెట్టండి. they all are instructed to come laser diary message with రేపు అందరు 10 వస్తే నా దగ్గర ఇస్తా సైన్ చేసిస్తే నువ్వు ఆర్డర్ వచ్చి ఓకేనా ఇమేసి బయట ఊరికి ఇస్తారా ఎవరిలో చీల కదా చీల కదా మెసేజ్ తీసుకోండి గ్రూప్లో అందరు రావాలి వేరు వేరు మొత్తం అందరూ వచ్చి ఐడి కార్డు అడ్మిషన్ నెంబర్ వచ్చిందా అడ్మిషన్ నెంబర్ వస్తే ఐడి కార్డు మీ దగ్గర అడుగుతారు వాడు జనరల్గా అందరు అడుగుతారు నువ్వు చెప్పాలి పీజీ మాకు కదా డిజిటల్ బోర్డు లేదా
సార్ నాకు మండే 8:30 నుంచి 9:20, 10:30 నుంచి 2:40 దాకా కంటిన్యూస్ ఉంది క్లాస్. ట్యూస్డే 8:30 to 9:20, 9:20 to 10:10, 10:20, next. Wednesday 9:20 to 10:10, 10:30 to 11. Then next day morning only 9:30, 10:30 to 12:20, only last 2 hours. Friday 4 hours. Today exam में हो गया. इसलिए ऐसा क्लास में देखो ना लास्ट मैनेजमेंट आ गया. మన టైం పీజీ టెక్నికల్ వాళ్ళు తీసుకోవాలి. వాళ్ళలో ప్రాక్టీస్ అయితే మన పర్సనల్ టైం టేబుల్ తీసుకొని మన క్లాస్ ఉంటే చేయకపోతే ఇక్కడ ఏ కోర్సు వాళ్ళు నాకు ఫోన్ చేసేది ఉంది కానీ ఈ విషయం తీసిస్తారు. కానీ అక్కడ వాళ్ళు వస్తారు చెప్పండి రోజు ఎగ్జామ్ అనుకుంటే అసలు ఏ రోజుకి వాళ్ళు అదే ప్రాక్టీస్ తో రాస్తుంటారు.
అదే సార్ లిస్ట్ రాసి సిఎల్ఎస్ టైం చెప్తున్నాను. అందుకే రాగానే
ఇప్పుడు రాలేదు ఇంకా రిపోర్ట్ చేయలేదు.
Dana.